Yeah, probably a week ago right now.
And people were assuming that, oh, you know, Iraq's come to a standstill, that they've turned, you know, they've closed down airports and such. We can assure you, myself and Minhal, we can assure you, from Imam Hussain TV, we can assure you, Iraq, number one, is 100% safe, and number two, all airports are open and operational. There's no issues whatsoever through immigration, or even when you come out. Yes, in Baghdad, there's a bit more security outside of Baghdad, but it's nothing major. It's perfectly safe, and we invite you to come and join us on the Mashaya.
Let's tell them something. Let's tell them something. No one told us it was safe. We just went, Allah, Muhammad, or Ali. Let's just go and see what happens.
True.
If we get to our transit and they tell us you can't fly, we'll just fly back. Well, alhamdulillah, we got here. We experienced it firsthand, Sayyid Mohsin, and now we're telling you. So if you're watching this, be 100% sure that the airports in Iraq, they're all open. Alhamdulillah, they're all operational. No one's gonna stop you from flying if you have a transit anywhere, and just try and make it here, because mashallah, it's beautiful, beautiful scenery, beautiful weather,
make the
beautiful atmosphere.
Make your niyyah to come. If you haven't been before, what are you waiting for? Make the niyyah to come, book your flight. You're going to miss out on this beautiful cold weather that we have at the moment. You know, make the niyyah, come over, and inshallah be a part of this miraculous pilgrimage, be a part of, you know, the largest peaceful gathering, I believe, of people in the whole of the world. Everyone here, people have left their families behind. People have left their homes behind. People have left their work behind. You know, it's so much easier just to stay at home and just watch from your television.
100%.
It's so much easier. But people,
you know, it's so much easier to just sit at home and read the ziyarah of Aba Abdullah and just say from a distance, Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. But the fact that these people come here shows you that Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah is not enough for them.
Yes.
That they have this urge and this fire to just walk from Najaf to Karbala, which for me is so inspiring and so beautiful to see.
MashaAllah, it's you know, like you say, it's easier just to sit at home and read the ziyarah. It's easy just to, you know, look at the shrine, the dome of Amir al-Mu'mineen, or the dome of Abu Hussain, or the dome of Abu Fadil, and do your ziyarah from home. No problem, it's easy in the comfort. But to actually fly and be here in the presence of Amir al-Mu'mineen, in the presence of Abu Fadil, in the presence of Abu Abdullah, and not just that, but the energy that you feel around 100%. The shrines, the energy inside, the energy you feel on the walk, you're really missing out on something special, honestly.
It's so beautiful. They call it the Black River. I believe it was a helicopter or a drone that flew from Karbala to Najaf, and it just saw Sawad, just saw black, and they called it the Black River from Najaf to Karbala. And many journalists have come here, documented Arbaeen. They've come and they've interviewed the people at the Mawakib. Now, you think that if they see a journalist and they're in Iraq, they're going to come and want to be on camera. They want to be on camera. They want to, you know, they want the world to see them. You look at the documentaries, you look at the reports, and it's just everyone is to themselves. And when the journalists come towards the Mawakib, they treat them as Zuwar.
Yes,
it's so beautiful that they treat you as a Zayir, whether you're a diplomat, whether you're a millionaire, whether you're a billionaire, whether you're just a normal person. They treat you as a normal person.
Ahsant. Inshallah, we're going to a break now. Inshallah, join us after the break. We'll give you more coverage of the Mashaya, and inshallah have a nice discussion with me and Minhal. See you after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
قبله حاجاتم حسین حسین مناجاتم یه عمریه یه عمریه یه عمریه که خاطر خاطر دلم عشق محرمته خود خدا شریک غمته بچه فاطمه میشه هزار هر کسی که زیر پرچمته حسین گرفته عشق تو دنیا رو اسم تو میبره دلها رو علل خصوص دل زهرا رو کرب و بلا کرب و بلا کرب و بلا به طلب ما رو فدای اکبر و قاسمتن مثل ماه بنی هاشمتن یادم از کوچیکیم عاشقه نوحه اکبر نازمتن حسین
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Imam Hussein's live coverage of the Messiah here at Pole 1114. Millions of people from around the world have gathered here in Iraq to partake in the pilgrimage walk from Najaf to Karbala. And as you can see over my shoulder, you can see the different colors. I know everyone's wearing black, but there's different colors with flags. There's a different Latmiya, different languages being spoken, different dua being read, recitations of Quran and so forth. It's a beautiful atmosphere. It's a beautiful morning here in Karbala. And we just would like to invite you and your families to, inshallah, make that niyyah and come down towards Iraq, come to Najaf and inshallah be part of this massive pilgrimage walk, this massive gathering of people. Minhal.
Yes, says Mohsin.
Let's talk about the walk. And I mean, there's so much you can learn from this walk, can't you?
100%,
I mean,
100%.
Okay, when you first began this walk last year, I mean, what were you expecting, and what was the first thing that you learned about this walk?
You know, like I said yesterday, I started walking from pole number 1, and I said, okay, first 10 poles, fine. You know, they were fine. Walking, it felt like ages that I was walking, and then only to get to pole number 100. One of the things that you must learn and you must empower and you must implement in the walk is patience. You have to look at the patience of Sayyidah Zainab alayhi salam. When her brother Abu Abdullah was killed, her brother Abu Fadl was killed, her 3 other brothers, the sons of al-Baneen, were killed.
Her own sons.
Her own sons were killed, her nephews were killed, some of the closest companions to her father were killed, and she remains patient. Jabal al-Sabr. She's the mountain of patience. When she gets to the courtroom of Yazid, she says, I saw nothing but beauty. The patience that Sayyidah Zainab had when she went through Karbala gives me no excuse that when I'm on the walk from Najaf to Karbala to not be patient. There is no excuse. Whatever happens in the walk, there is no excuse for you to lose patience. Because Sayyidah Zainab walked more than me and you. Sayyidah Zainab endured more than me and you. Sayyidah Zainab couldn't just go into any mawkib, any house and sleep. She couldn't go into any place and clean herself. No. She was chained up from the neck and the arms and the feet. She was paraded through the streets from Karbala to Kufa, from Kufa to Sham. She walked the distance more than me and anyone else that will walk here. Yet she never lost her patience. She saw the good in the bad. When we see everything bad about what had happened in Karbala, no, Sayyida Zainab saw some good in it. That's why she said, I saw nothing but beauty. So patience is one of the most important things that I've learned to endure during this walk.
Minhal, a personal question, because I was there with you. How much patience did you need at the shrine of Amir al-Mu'mineen in Najaf?
You know, at the shrine of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, may Allah increase his visitors. You know, when we went, it was crazy.
Yeah.
How many people there were at such an early stage in Muharram and Safar.
Definitely.
When we went, you just had to let the people open the way for you so that you could touch the shrine, you can touch the window of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam.
I mean, we're not big fans of pushing, and nor do we, like, you know, encourage that you should push.
100%.
I mean, it's dangerous. It can cause to get people to get crushed.
Number one, health and safety, Sayyid Mohsin. Number two, I don't think Amir al-Mu'mineen wants you to push someone out the way so that you can touch it in his grave.
Definitely.
What if that person, let's say that person's wish, their whole point of coming here was to just touch the window of Amir al-Mu'mineen and just go. We do not encourage pushing.
Yeah.
Rather, you just let the people open the way for you. You just stand there. Let the wave take you. You will get to the window. As I've experienced many times, that it does get crowded, and it does get real hectic.
Indeed.
You know, we were together in the shrine of Imam al-Kadhim and Imam al-Jawad alayhi salam. We were in the shrines of Abu al-Fadl and Abu Abdullah, and we were in the shrine of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. And every time we go in, we tell each other, don't push. Okay?
Definitely.
We tell each other, do not push. Just let the wave take you and you'll get there. Because once we push, we know our ziyarah is not going to get accepted.
Sure.
Because we're preventing someone else from touching the shrine, touching the window of the imams for us to touch. And you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of when Imam al-Hussein came to Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam. And you're going to see how I link it. He came to Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam and he said to her, old mother, why is it that when you do dua for everyone else but our home? Do you know what she replied to him with? She replied, Al-Jar thumma ad-dar, the neighbor, then the home. So I wait. I let the others touch. And if the imams want me to touch the shrine, if they want me to touch the windows, then my turn will come.
Inshallah.
But I let the people go in front of me and then I wait. When the wave takes me there, it takes me there. If it doesn't, I've come and I've visited. I've come all the way from London to Iraq. I've gotten in front of the Shubbaj. That's enough for me.
That's it. I mean, going to the ziyarah is an honor for us to be invited to the
100%.
ziyarah of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, of Abu Fadil, of Imam al-Musa Qadhim, Imam Jawad in Baghdad, and also to Amir al-Mu'mineen in Najaf. And it's important that we instill the best akhlaq, in ourselves, 100%. And that includes, your akhlaq with your hands and not be able to push people and pull people, but to be, to be civil and inshallah to allow the wave to carry you towards us, inshallah. Minhal, patience like on the walk. I mean, number one, it's a long walk, so you need patience for that.
100%.
You need to be patient with your body, because you're going to get muscle aches. I mean, if you were to stop every time your legs were hurting or something, it would take you probably a week.
100%.
You
have to endure the pain.
Yeah, a bit of endurance, a bit of patience with your body, that you'll be able to.
But it's a beautiful pain, Sayyid Mohsin.
Yeah?
It's a beautiful pain. It's like I'm walking from Najaf to Karbala. Let's say I got to pole 400 within the first stretch. And then I rest. I know I'm almost a quarter of the way there. And I know I'm walking for a purpose. I have a purpose that I'm walking toward. I have something that I'm trying to get to. Because I remember last year, the first time I went, I remember walking, a lot of the shabab, a lot of the people who came with us, they couldn't handle it anymore. They just caught a taxi and they went to the because of the injuries. You know, some have twisted their ankles, others
happens.
just couldn't take it.
It's a long walk. They're not used to walking so much.
But I remember I got to Karbala around 6 o'clock, around this timing. And then I just turned around and you just see the darih. And you just think to yourself, now I know why I walked for 2 days. Sleeping in mawakib, eating from the people. And it's just that sense of happiness, but sadness that comes with it. Happy that I made it to Karbala. Sadness that Sayyidah Zainab had to walk twice as that, 3 times as that.
Definitely.
So I think that's one of the things that keeps me going when I'm walking. That's one of the things that keeps me patient. Is that end goal that I'm striving for.
Do you think the patience that you have here, for example, you have to be patient with the mawakib. Some of them don't speak your language, and you can't speak with them in your, in language that you are familiar with. Also, patience with the living conditions. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Even though we have, mashallah, so many mawakib, and the standard that they give is actually pretty good. It's not. We can't turn around and be like, this is terrible. This is bad. No, it's actually a very good standard. But it's different from the comfort of our homes.
Yeah, of course. You don't have your own room in the mawakib.
Exactly, yeah. If you're lucky, and this time, if you have AC in your mawakib, trust me, that's amazing.
That's very lucky.
That's amazing. But like I was saying, you don't have the comforts of your own home. The patience that we learn here. Do you think they help us in the next when we return back to our houses and our lives?
I think we need to use the patience that we learn here as a foundation to build upon when we go back to our daily lives. You come here, you're on your own. There's no family around you, and you just have to get on with it. There's nothing that you can't just throw a tantrum and say, "Oh, I don't like this." No, you're gonna walk, and sooner or later you're gonna get tired, and when you get tired you're gonna need a place to stay, you're gonna need a place to sleep, and sooner or later you will go into one of the market and say, do you have some space where I can sleep? And you just go in and you sleep. Now when you learn that patience, when you learn to endure that patience, endure that pain, being able to deal with that situation, don't let it stop you when you go back to your home country. Don't let it stop you when, you go back to your daily life. No, rather use this Arbaeen as a foundation for you to be patient with everyday life. Because the more you become patient, the more you start to accept the conditions that you're going to be living in here, the simpler life gets for you. You don't start to look for worldly desires anymore. You start to accept everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestows upon you.
Thank you very much. We're going to go to a break now. Inshallah, join us after the break with more discussions and also more live coverage of the Mashayikh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
صحبت یه آن
The Arbaeen walk is the wish of the lovers of Imam Hussain alayhi salam from all across the world. But for those of you who are unable to take a part, Imam Hussain TV is giving you a unique opportunity. A member of our staff will walk 25 poles on your behalf or behalf of your marhumin. All you need to do is to become a partner of the channel by donating just £14 or $20 a month, which will help sustain our costs and allow us to continue our vital work of protecting and propagating the message of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. You can pledge in two ways, either by visiting our website www.imamhussein3.tv/donate or by contacting us on our WhatsApp number 00447939917163. So join us this Arbaeen for you and your loved ones to be a part of the greatest peaceful human gathering on earth.
که این دل من یا تو کربلا یا نجفه کاش بیام زیارت تو حسین تو شبای قدر یا عرفه از همه دلگیرم بگذره امسال و کربلا نرم میمیرم عاقبت یه روز منم پای علم میمیرم شب اول محرم تو حرم تو میمیرم
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the live coverage of the Arbaeen walk. Joining me with brother Sayyid Mohsin Shah. Sayyidina, assalamu alaikum again. Sayyidina, one thing that we can learn from the Sahaba of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam is humbleness.
Yes.
I think that's one of the things that you learn, humbleness and consistency that comes with it. How is it that you've learned from the Sahaba?
You see, from the Sahaba of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, number one, these Sahaba were, Abu Abdullah al-Hussein says himself, by Allah, I have the greatest companions ever. I have greater companions than my grandfather, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Because these people, not only did they give up their, their homes, their family, their wealth, they gave up their lives.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned it before. Abu Abdullah al-Hussein says, look, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you your reward. Whatever reward that you were going to have, you've got it. You can turn around and go back now. You can turn and go back now. And they said, no, yeah, Abu Abdullah, even if we were to, they could kill us 1,000 times, we'll still come back. It will still come back.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's on the day of Ashura where Abu Abdullah al-Hussein says to his companions, he says, look, the ajr for shahada is already with you. You've already gotten it from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As in, you've already got the ajr for being a martyr. If you want to go and leave me, go.
Yes.
They said, Ya Abu Abdullah, if this earth was eternal and we were to be killed and recreated and killed and recreated 1,000 times, we will come and endure that pain again and again and again for you, Ya Aba Abdullah Hussein. I mean, that humbleness, that iman, that consistency, it's just something out of this world. It's something that no one can imagine.
Exactly, and you know, coming here on this walk teaches us to be humble. Now you may ask me, said Mohsin, how can you be humble? How has the walk taught you to be humble?
Yeah.
You know, and I asked you, Minhal, in your living conditions, what are they like here in the market?
Yeah, I mean, alhamdulillah, they're bearable.
It's bearable.
Yeah,
but compared to where we're from in the West.
Oh, of course.
It's you know what I mean. You guys have to humble yourselves to the fact that number one, you're going to sleep on the floor. There's no such thing as beds there.
Yeah.
You got to sleep
Definitely.
on the floor. The second thing is that you're going to have to endure probably some, you know, unhygienic circumstances.
Yeah.
As in, you might smell. You might not have the best shower facilities or cleaning facilities, or even when you go to the toilet, it might not be the best of facilities and the cleanest facilities in the toilet. So you have to humble yourself that look, this is how certain people live on a daily basis.
Yeah, 100%.
You know? And to humble yourself to that you know what, I don't need the luxuries of life. You know, we do live in a materialistic world, unfortunately, and some people are materialistic. But this walk, inshallah, taught me, and inshallah will teach you and the millions that are walking.
100%.
That you know, it's not about the materialistic. Water is still water, whether it's coming out or you know with power in the shower, or if it's just a bucket and the tap. You know, water's still water. You're still going to be able to get soap and clean yourself and you know be clean. And you know, if it's a bed or if it's just a blanket on the floor with a pillow or a mattress, a small thin mattress, you know, you're still going to get a good night's sleep and you're still going to get, you know, to watch your dreams.
I mean, you got a good night's sleep. I didn't.
I did last night. But you know, the humbleness. You know,
I was kept up by the camera crew, so I blame them.
MashaAllah, I got a good night's sleep. And so being here and also the food. You know, you may come from a place like I come from where we like spicy food. On the walk, there's not much spicy food available. Or, you know, Minhal, you're from the West, you probably like ketchup with your food. There's not much ketchup available.
I mean, no, you know when they give you the small portions of chips? Yeah, they put ketchup with it.
They do.
I mean, they really do think of you. But I don't know about the Zawar who they come with, but when I come with Sayyid Mohsin, he loves to take me to his Pakistani mawakib and feed me spicy food, and he knows my stomach is not well with spicy food.
I think spicy food is good for you, Minhal.
He's trying to feel at home. That's what he's trying to do.
Increases your immune system and so forth. But like I was saying, that you know, even the food and the nourishment you get here may not be of what you're used to or the quality that you're used to.
We can't lie, it's good food.
You know, alhamdulillah, it is actually good food. But you know, you humble yourself to that. You humble yourself to eating from a plastic container with the plastic, with the
fair
plastic
enough.
food. You humble yourself that the water that we drink. I mean, we've got one here. I've got one here. This is what the water comes in. The water comes in little plastic cups, 200 milliliters. You know, it comes in plastic cups like this. But alhamdulillah, at least it's clean water.
Now that you mention that, we do encourage you to donate to IHDRF.
Yes.
Because we are running a 1 million water cup campaign to provide 1 million cups for the Zawar of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein.
Definitely.
So if you can, get online, get donating to the IHDRF campaign so that we can provide water for the Zawar of Aba Abdullah walking from Najaf to Karbala.
Inshallah, you saw the adverts on Imam Hussain TV. IHTV have a campaign where as little as £1.20
can get your whole box of
$2. Yeah, a whole box of 60 of them cartons to give to the Zawar of Aba Abdullah, so you can be part of the Zawar. We mentioned before, for those people who can't actually, you know, get involved or come, that why not sponsor someone to do the walk? Why not sponsor a mokib, an IHTV or a mokib giving out water? Why not sponsor them so that you can get some ajrs and some thawab and you can feel that you're part of this experience as well.
I was surprised when they told me 60 cups of 200 milliliters of water will cost you £1.20.
Yeah,
I was very surprised. I was like, is it that cheap?
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. So inshallah, you find it in your heart. You find it to go out of your way to donate to the IHDRF campaign. As little as $2 if you're in the US or Canada.
£1.60.
£1.20 in the UK. Yeah. You know. $2 something if you're in Australia or New Zealand. I don't think that amount of money will hurt. And inshallah, you're providing water
very affordable.
For 60 Zawar of Abi Abdullah. And like I said, like I always mention, that if that Zair drinks a cup from the water that you've provided them, and they raise their hands in dua and say, you know, may Allah bless the person who provided us with this water. the dua of the stranger is more accepted than the dua of the near ones. The dua of a stranger towards you is more accepted than the dua of someone who's close to you.
And the dua of a zawar has probably...
And the dua of a Zair of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, who's just come from Amir al-Mu'mineen, the best shrine, the most holy shrine on earth, coming towards Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. What better way to have your hajat accepted? What better way to have your hajat heard by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than to provide water to the Zawar of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, having dua come towards you. And these are the people, the very same people that have come from Najaf to Karbala for one purpose, and that is the purpose to walk towards Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, to feel that and enjoy the pain of Sayyidah Zainab alayhi salam.
Minhal, a quick question, because we're coming to the last parts of our show. Patience, humbleness. Another thing that goes with this and with good akhlaq and stuff is consistency.
Yeah.
Is that you have to keep on doing it. It's not that, it's just a seasonal thing that, we just come in and we just do like, we do the walk and we do like, we learn a bit of patience. We endure the difficulties of the walk and we enjoy it and we're all happy and everything. And we go back to our homes and then we're just like, we're the same as we was before.
Yeah. I mean, the consistency, and it's not just, it's the consistency with the walk. I mean, the first thing is, when we look at it as a general thing, as something general, you're looking at it general, you may do the walk one year. The next year, you may not be able to do the walk. I mean, I'm speaking for London and America and Canada and Australia. If you can't do the walk the next year, for whatever reason, join the Masira in your local city.
Yeah.
In your local town. Join the Masira. Alhamdulillah, in London we've had a Masira going on for I think almost 40 years now. Almost 40 years. We've got a Masira every single year. Ashura and Arbaeen. Go to that one. Go to that one, because if you can't do that, you could just go to that one. And make sure that if you can come to this walk every year, that you learn lessons, and those lessons you take them with you when you go back home to your home country.
So we're talking about consistency, and you just mentioned that we have, marches or Masira or Julus in my language. We have for Ashura and also for Arbaeen. And I remember my uncle was telling me that when we first started off these walks, these marches, there was only like 20-30 people.
MashaAllah.
It is a bit discouraging, but it was only 20-30 people. And then they were consistent that, no, we have to do this. We have to do this for Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. And slowly it grew and it grew and it grew. Now, how many do we have in London?
30,000.
30,000 people attend this now. From 30 to 30,000, and consistency.
You feel the same thing. You feel the same. You're taking a chunk of the Arbaeen walk, and you're putting it in different places on earth. For example, in London, we have Mawaqib as well.
Yeah.
We have Mawaqib from different corners of the world. We've got Malaysian Mawaqib, Indian Mawaqib, Pakistani Mawaqib, Iraqi, Iranian Mawaqib from all over the world, just giving out food, walking around Marble Arch, because we're only familiar with London. We haven't been to Arbaeen in other countries. Inshallah, if Allah gives us the tawfiq, we can go visit other countries and see their Arbaeen processions. But it's a chunk of this Arbaeen, a small bit of this Arbaeen walk that's implemented in London, in Dearborn, in Ottawa, in Melbourne, in Sydney, all around the world.
Inshallah, we can learn these lessons and consistency, and then we can put consistency in our own lives. For example, maybe you're not so good with your prayers, but it's better that you start off with one prayer a day, and consistently do that over the whole week. Rather than let's say that you pray for, you pray for the whole day, and the rest of the week you haven't done any prayers. It's better that you do like a dhuhr for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then build on that, make it consistent, make it established in your daily routine, and then add on to Salat al-Asr, Salat al-Maghrib, Salat al-Isha, and slowly. So consistency, I think, is one of the most important things for us to keep progressing and develop as human beings, especially spirituality-wise.
I think using this as a foundation to start off, because someone said to me that if you do something consistently for 21 days, it starts to become a habit.
Habitual, yeah.
It starts to become habitual. It starts to become that it's a normal thing. It's a part of your daily routine. And I think that's one of the most important things. But I think we are out of time saying
Unfortunately, it's been a pleasure. It's been great having you this morning. And inshallah, we'll be seeing our viewers next time. Minhal, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And thank you to others for joining us. And if you haven't booked that ticket and made that niyyah, make that niyyah, book that ticket, and inshallah, we'll see you here. Call 1114. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
The Arbaeen walk is the wish of the lovers of Imam Hussain alayhi salam from all across the world. But for those of you who are unable to take a part, Imam Hussain TV is giving you a unique opportunity. A member of our staff will walk 25 poles on your behalf or behalf of your marhumeen. All you need to do is to become a partner of the channel by donating just £14 or $20 a month, which will help sustain our costs and allow us to continue our vital work of protecting and propagating the message of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. You can pledge in two ways, either by visiting our website www.imamhussein3.tv/donate or by contacting us on our WhatsApp number 00447939917163. So join us this Arbaeen for you and your loved ones to be a part of the greatest peaceful human gathering on earth.
I will shackle you in chains if you forget Hussein's name.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you, dear viewers. Welcome to Insight to Karbala, a brand new show on Imam Hussain TV. Join me, Zamir Hussain, as we discuss the epic of Karbala through various guests and poets. Exclusively on Imam Hussain TV, your gateway to Karbala.
Seeing the head on a spear chest, I dare you if you would dare call out anyone else dear, I would deny from you air. He is all I have ever known, my heart is under his dome.
So begins the journey of love. Love is a movement of the heart. It starts from the door of Wilaya and it ends at this brother of Zainab. Every step that you take, that heart increases in love. The eye begins to shine with tears. Thousands of people, in fact millions of people moving in a direction. You look around you and you see. All you notice, that yearning that pushes you and that yearning that pulls